Let's go. This nigga here.
Unprofessional opinion, episode number 3.
Let's go. What's good?
I am JC.
I am JC.
I'm pretty sure I am.
I'm AJ. That's JC. This is Unprofessional Opinion Podcast, episode number 3. How are you, dude?
What's up, King?
How are you?
What's
I'm
up,
King.
King?
Oh man, that makes me feel so
What's
good,
up,
dog.
King? We ready
Hey,
to
love
go
yourselves, Black Kings.
Today. We are ready to go.
Know your
today.
worth.
I am blessed and impressed.
Know your
I don't know
worth.
what that means, but I
And
just said it.
of course he's mad because he stays mad because he's JC, and that's what he does.
No, normally I'm not mad. I'm on my new not trying to be mad swag right now. But people pissed me off for the last 2 weeks. All right, how was your trip?
You're on a not trying to be mad. You just gonna lie like that to the people?
No,
That's crazy, dog.
I'm not lying. I'm not trying to be mad no more.
Really?
Like, normally I attempt to be mad. I'm not even mad. People just make me mad now. Oh, I'm mad today.
Right.
How was your trip to Kansas City?
Kansas got some weird ass weather,
Yep.
and it was like, cause it was weird as fuck when I went and I checked the forecast. It was like 60s. I remember the first time I went, it was gonna be like mid to high 60s, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna be good. I get there, it's fucking freezing and cold, and it's raining. Ain't got no jacket, no umbrella. Then I get there this time and I see it's the same forecast. I'm like, I know, I'm smarter than you niggas this time. So we get there on Friday and it's cold. But then we get there like Friday morning is cold. But then Friday afternoon,
Scorcher.
it's pretty warm out there. I was like, I feel like I'm in Florida right now. Like, it's just mad weird. And then Saturday it was back cold. Then Sunday it was back cold and raining.
Mm-hmm. What part of Florida did you feel like you was in? Couldn't have been Tallahassee.
Nah.
Cause it wasn't warm there.
No, it was not
A
warm.
little wet.
It was.
So we're gonna quickly mention, we want to send our prayers out to everybody who has been affected by Hurricane Michael.
Yeah, for real.
Down there in Florida, Mexico Beach or wherever it was.
It was the Gulf and the Panhandle.
Yep.
The trigger
Right.
of the gun for those that don't know what the Panhandle is.
Right. So everybody there, hope
yeah.
you guys are staying safe.
Hope y'all are in good graces. Hope that y'all are, like he said, safe. If you did decide, unfortunately to stay, I hope you're good down there and things aren't too bad for you. And if you did decide to leave, hopefully you come back and everything is as intact as it can be. Because I had a few friends of friends who stayed down there thinking it wasn't going to be that bad. And
Right.
it got that bad.
Yeah.
So I really, really wish for y'all the best, and I hope everything works out for all of y'all down there. Just please stay safe. Please stay safe, y'all.
You like Steve Harvey stand-ups?
He's been alright in my unprofessional
you watched
opinion.
one, right?
Yeah, I've watched a few of his.
Now that we done got that out the way.
What?
That's how he used to say. He used to intro
Oh.
with all this stuff. Then he say, "Now that we got that out the way,
LOL.
now we get into the meat of this."
Okay. Well, what are you
Congratulations is in order.
saying? To whom?
Newly appointed Justice
Oh.
Brett Kavanuagh
Yeah.
is confirmed by the Senate,
Okay.
and y'all got problems with it, right?
No one is fucking with this at all. I mean, you know my stance from the beginning. It has not changed. So yeah. Go ahead.
That's all you got?
I mean, I don't
Just
have
let me know
anything
when
else.
you're ready.
I don't
Hey,
have anything
hey,
else
let
to
me know
say
when you're
about,
ready.
about Mr. Kavanaugh.
I don't understand why everybody's upset about this. I don't.
Are you finna say the same shit that you said last week?
No.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to ask you, and people like you feel that way. What is your political affiliation?
I'm independent.
Are you a liberal? Are you sure you're independent?
I would like to think so.
You would like to think so. Well, you
Yeah.
sound like a liberal right now.
Okay.
And everybody else who claims to be independent,
Mm-hmm.
all the millennials, I read something said millennials, 44% of millennials claim to be independent.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me anything that Brett Kavanaugh has done as a judge?
No.
So
Not yet.
you don't like him because he's conservative.
No.
So why
Like
don't
him
you
because he
like
assaults
him
women.
without having known anything about him as a judge.
Well, I heard about these allegations like before this whole Supreme Court shit went down. So
Right. So you knew before everybody else in Congress knew?
I had already, before the general public knew, turned into a firestorm.
Before that, as soon as people said Kavanaugh.
Before that was sick. Well, never.
Before that, I'm saying when Kavanaugh's name first came up, you wasn't messing with it, right?
No.
Why? Because who wrote down the name Kavanaugh? It's Mr. Trump, right?
Yeah, that's not the reason why.
So that's not why?
No.
So then why not?
I literally just said
I'm saying before you knew that.
Before I knew that.
Yes. Because there was a time where nobody knew that any of this stuff had happened or allegedly had happened.
Okay, I wasn't disagreeing with that choice before then. I mean,
okay, so you were cool with it.
I was just like, who is this nigga?
Exactly. So when we were in the who is this nigga stage, you were cool.
I was indifferent. I was just like, let me do some research.
Right, you were indifferent, and you did some research and found out what?
That he assaults women.
So again, we don't care about his record as a judge.
Yeah.
You allegedly assault women.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get you up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a liberal stance.
Fine.
That is a democratic stance.
Fine.
So is that what you? And this one you're liberal. You're liberal on this issue.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. I don't get it, man. I mean, now he's there. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it now. He's there for the rest of his life. Unless y'all want to kill him. I'm not saying you should, because they'll call you. They'll call me.
and you'll straight up tell him he did that shit. He did it.
I didn't
Was
say
it brutal?
kill him. I just said that's the only way you can get him up out of office before he's ready to get up out of office.
Just look. If it was officer, if it was a brutal death, he did that shit. If it was some low key shit, nah, it wasn't him. But if it was brutal, like if he felt that pain, he did that shit. And that's my homie.
I mean,
I love AJ.
But here's the thing, though. This is why I'm mad, though. What if he's actually a really good judge? Did anybody ever consider this, that he was the best choice?
I mean,
I'm talking judicial speak. I'm not talking morally.
Right.
Obviously. Obviously, I'm not, but I'm not trying to make moral decisions when it comes down to judge.
Okay.
It comes down to being the Supreme Court justice. What if he is the best option available?
Well, then we'll see how that goes moving forward.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. You won't see. Because they do 3 cases a year. like being a Supreme Court justice might be the easiest, most well-known, most respected, high-paying job in the history of America. They literally only work 6 months a year. You can't get fired.
I wonder. Well, I'm sure there's more to the Supreme Court than just that.
Nope. Think about.
I know that they're
how
the
many
highest
issues.
law of the land, but they don't do anything.
But think
else
about how many channels you have to go through to even get to the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
It takes people years to even get in front of the Supreme Court, and most of the time, they decide not to even think about your case.
Mm-hmm.
What? I just spent 10 years on this case, and you tell me you're not even gonna think about it? Like you're not even gonna read over my documentation?
That's crazy.
That's what they do. They only vote on 3 cases a year.
That's wild.
In 6 months.
I really need to hear some beats. These headphones is not it for me. But keep going.
I know.
I'm just gonna have to.
I'm just saying, man. What if he was the best choice? And I don't know why that's not even being talked about. But what is being talked about? That he allegedly sexually assaults women at 18.
Mm-hmm.
Brings me to the next topic. Because I got to get back on my segue game.
Segue.
Me Too movement is 1 year old.
Oh, I'm just gonna let you talk.
No. I want you to talk about it.
I ain't got it.
I'm just saying. No,
I didn't know it was only a year old. To be honest.
Right. Well, the official hashtag Me Too started to become a thing a year ago. Around this time, I guess. I don't know. It's a year old. I saw it and it said it was a year old. Has there, like, a year in, like if you had to give it a grade, a report card grade, what are we giving that in terms of effectiveness?
See, I knew you was gonna say that shit. In terms of, I don't know.
I mean, that's why you start a movement, right? Like,
right.
Is stuff being moved in the direction that you want to be moved in? I mean, I just want your opinion because you're more Me Too than I am. I'm more like y'all only. You know what I'm saying? No, that wasn't a good one. That's fine.
That wasn't good.
I'm just saying I'm the opposite of Me Too. So you're not.
Mm-hmm.
You get down with the Me Too people. So I just want to know from your eyes. I want to know what's happening.
I mean, in a sense, it has. At least from where I'm standing, what I've seen, it seems like this kind of thing, with it being kind of at the forefront of political commentary, even though I mean it's not necessarily a political thing, but it's at the well, it is kind of a political thing, but it is at the forefront of political and social commentary. So I feel like it has indeed emboldened some people, or at least some of the survivors, to come forward with their stories and with what has gone down with them, and it's gone on to show that this issue is a lot bigger and a lot closer to all of us than we would like to think. I mean, none of us would like to think that we have friends or friends of friends or even friends of friends of friends that are rapists or whatever the case, or people who are sexually assaulting folks. I mean, none of us would like to think. I would like to think that all my friends are good folks not doing that, but you know, that very well may not be the case. In that aspect, I would probably give them like a B-, because even though that has emboldened a lot of people to come forward, it has also been used. I guess
extortion.
I was about to say it has been used in the wrong way in plenty of cases.
Extortion.
With plenty of people just throwing it out there, and I know that is not the norm, but it still happens. So there have been plenty of cases where people are just throwing things out there just to slander folks, and that's not necessarily right. And I know that's in the supreme minority, but unfortunately that's been pushed to the forefront as well because of people who oppose Me Too. So yeah, I give it a B-. You're gonna give them an F, I'm sure. So
what?
All right, what are you giving?
Why would you ever think that I would give them an F?
All right, what you giving them?
I'm giving them an incomplete.
See, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
What?
Shut the fuck up. All right, go ahead.
Why can't I give them an incomplete?
Go ahead. Explain. Give your rationale for an incomplete.
Well, because I don't know a whole lot about Me Too. About what they were trying to get accomplished. But I told you to hold a thought yesterday about women
Dating?
and chivalry and all of that, and I told what did I say? I said chivalry is dead and women killed it. Shout out to Dave Chappelle.
I need you to explain
and
that.
you want me to explain it, right?
Yeah.
I think today.
Because I would like to still think that. Well, you think chivalry at large is dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dead. I mean, I think it's been dead for a while.
I mean that's real. I agree with that.
I
don't know about the women killing it part.
No,
so you got
do.
to tell that.
I know all about that. Well, they give up the box too quickly. That's just what it is.
Wow.
If I don't have to put in work to get what I ultimately want from you, well, when I see you, I don't see your personality. I see your assets.
Okay.
What you got.
Okay.
And I want that. Getting them at your brain, how smart you are.
Right. Okay.
Like when I first see you, this is initially that's all you going off of.
Right.
Right? So if I want that and I don't have to put in any effort to do the things that require chivalry to get that, then chivalry is just gonna go by the wayside. Because if you minority woman, woman in the minority that want chivalry, that's what I mean by that.
I don't think that's a minority.
Okay, well,
I don't think that's a minority at all.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Because there are more women than men in this world, right? So the minority of women might still be a ton of women.
Okay.
That do not require chivalry. You get what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but I'm still.
Right.
What
So
I'm saying
I'm
is,
not
I
even
think
finished
that
my thought yet.
I'm just saying. I think that a majority of women want
Right,
chivalry.
but what I'm saying is the minority of women that do not want chivalry is still a lot of women. That the numbers are still large there.
Okay.
Because there's more women on this planet than men.
Okay, I guess
Right.
that's a safe assumption. I would think. Okay.
Right. I last time I checked, there was more women than men.
I mean, well, yeah. But,
So that's what I'm saying. So
yeah.
even if that's 70-30 and I want chivalry 7%, I don't 30%, that's millions of women right there.
You're right.
Right?
You're right.
So if I can get that easily, that 30%, the first time the 70% gets hard, you ain't open up the car door for me? Psh, I'm going over to the 30%. I ain't got to open up a car door. I ain't got to get them a McGriddle. I ain't got to get them nothing.
Go get McGriddle.
I don't got to give them nothing to do that. So
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's those, they always, what do they say every time something happens? We do it with the police all the time. It's just a few bad apples.
Mm-hmm.
But a few bad apples have ruined the reputation of the entire police force.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
These few women that do not care about chivalry have ruined it for the women who do. So I'm not saying all women killed it. I'm saying them 30% of women killed it.
Okay.
Kids slayed it.
just murdered.
So then going back to the Me Too movement,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to bring this up, but I know more about old people's sexual histories than I ever wanted to know. Because all of these stuff is happening 40 years ago.
Right.
30 years ago. 20 years ago. Like, ain't nobody getting raped on Friday and telling people on Tuesday. I'm thinking that that's the goal of the Me Too movement. Let's go ahead and nip this when it happens. And I know you're going to get into the mourning and the grieve and all that, and that's cool. I'm not even talking about that.
I'm not talking about that. I was saying, but what about even in the cases where you do go and report immediately, and then it goes through the circus rings of, oh, well, who was it? Now the police or whoever is just like, now you shouldn't do this, and then now this person is famous, you shouldn't worry about it. It didn't really happen. Like, you were drunk, he was drunk, all this other bullshit that basically would sweep it under the rug. What about those folks?
Well, see, that's why they get incomplete, because that's not the Me Too movement's fault, but the Me Too movement is supposed to be addressing things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, you've brought it to the forefront, but the stuff that you're saying that happens that needs to be addressed is still happening, and it's still not being addressed.
Okay.
Like, you don't really know what to do about it, because you Me Too movement, like, it's not really a whole lot you can do about it, unless you get people like inside, like like that. But so like that's why I give them incomplete. I think that men are more scared of women than they've ever been.
I mean, damn sure, damn right.
Like, I don't think that's an intended. I don't think that's like what they wanted. They don't want men to be afraid.
Well, I'm not. I wouldn't say afraid of women. Just
I don't
more
even
like,
shake women's hands at work.
I
can't do it.
I would more say we're definitely more aware of the consequences of what could be. Obviously, there are a lot of dudes who are like, I mean, obviously there are a few dudes who are like super afraid that any little thing is going to be called sexual misconduct.
And it can be, and it has been. You realize if you meet a person at work, if you meet a woman at work and you shake their hand longer than they want you to shake their hand, and you say, hey, you look nice today, that's sexual misconduct. Because it's not up to you. They have to say it's number one in advance. That's not in advance. To me, to you, to anybody else, but if it's in advance to her, because of whatever happened before she met you, that's sexual misconduct, and you're guilty. That's scary.
Yeah.
That is scary.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do with that? It's like we are the outside linebackers and the DNs in the NFL, and the women are the quarterbacks. Have you seen these crazy rules? Yeah. You cannot tackle a quarterback anymore. If you tackle the quarterback and you land on him, it's a penalty.
Yeah. I have seen some of the highlights.
How do you tackle somebody and not land on them? This is fundamental to football now.
Right. Like, even on a sack, doesn't even make sense. Like he's not even throwing the ball. Like, it's not like it's roughing the passer. Like, He still has
Like,
ball,
he's supposed to
guys.
caress his head softly and rock him to the ground.
Behind the line of scrimmage. Rockabye baby to the line of scrimmage.
Like, that's what
Wow.
that's the equivalent of what the Me Too movement has done to men-women dynamics, sort of. Like, you cannot say anything. Hypersensitivity to the nth degree.
Okay.
So I don't think it's what they intended to happen, but it's happened.
Mm-hmm.
So they get a little points for that, subtracted.
Okay.
They get points for bringing it to the forefront,
Uh-huh.
and then you just got this big old
gray area.
well, it's still happening. Like,
Right. Okay.
people are still raping people, and it's not getting reported, and it's going through channels, and it's getting ran around. It's getting paperwork is getting lost, and all that stuff, which is incomplete. So I give it incomplete. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Now, something I want to give an F.
What?
Oh, this law in California that we got to talk about.
Oh.
Oh, this about to get an F.
In case y'all hadn't heard, there's a new law that's supposed to be. Is it supposed to be taking place like immediately or not?
I don't know.
Like, the next few
I don't
years?
care when it's supposed to be taking place. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's a
So
law.
basically,
Hey,
what's supposed to happen?
So I'm
I'm mad. I told you I was mad before we started.
I'm gonna give the overview.
Oh,
but
give the
then you're
overview
gonna
then. I'm sorry.
So,
I apologize.
Jesus, you're so rude.
I apologize. I am rude when it comes to people being stupid.
There's a new law in California that is requiring women to be on all executive boards or what was it?
Oh, it's supposed to. Women are supposed to make up half of the executive boards. So,
Yeah.
however many people are in your board of directors for a public company,
Mm-hmm.
there has to be half women.
Yeah. And Jordan is very upset about this law.
My name is JC when we get on the podcast.
My bad, I forgot. But JC is very upset about that.
No, go ahead. Go
I
ahead. What you gotta do? I know
actually
you don't have a problem.
I
with it.
literally don't like. I'm indifferent towards this law
Mm-hmm.
right now.
Go ahead.
I don't really see the big deal about it, but I'm sure you're about to tell me the big deal about it. So
Oh, it's a huge deal.
So, well, the big deal in terms of why you're mad. I mean, obviously, like, it's great that you can see women being on boards of directors and like going in and making big moves, even if it fails. But, yeah.
The reason I'm so mad about this, first, I don't even know where to start. I'm so mad about this stuff. Okay, we'll go back to football since we were talking about quarterbacks lullabying the quarterback,
Lullaby,
right?
quarterback.
So
behind
you remember
line
the
of
you know what the Rooney Rule is, right?
scrimmage. Yeah.
So every head coach
Tuck.
opening, no, the Rooney
Oh,
Rule.
Rooney Rule. my
Every
bad, yeah.
head coach opening in the NFL, they're required by law to interview a black candidate.
Mm-hmm.
And the number of black coaches in the NFL has decreased since then.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you fulfill the requirement of interviewing them, I don't have to hire you. I was never going to hire you,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm interviewing you as a pity,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
it was basically saying, like, we know black men can't coach, so here's a handout, right? Oh, you got a few of them. Yeah, Tony Dungy.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to hire. Tony Dungy ain't never made nobody mad in his life.
He's a very nice person.
I mean, just he's insanely nice,
He's an insanely nice
right?
person.
Mike Tomlin, oh yeah, we'll hire you
Who
because
was
Mike Tomlin works a room. Like, Mike Tomlin is probably the only person that I know of
Mm-hmm.
who the Rooney Rule has actually worked out, because they weren't going to hire Mike Tomlin. They had to via the Rooney Rule, who was started by who? Oh, the owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
Great intentions.
Who was the other coach? The coach that Tony Dungy played in the Super Bowl.
Lovie Smith.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but Lovie Smith was a good coach. I mean,
He was a good coach.
I mean, but you know,
I mean, they just played the Colts and they lost.
lost.
And nothing was the
Lost.
same.
And then he never did. Nothing was the same.
Yeah.
Nothing was the same after that.
Right.
And I know you know about affirmative action,
Yes, of course.
right? What did
Mhm.
affirmative action do?
Uh,
A whole lot of nothing, right?
I mean, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah, a whole lot of nothing. What is different between that law, affirmative action, the Rooney Rule, and what this is now? So yeah, you can sit on the board, sure.
Mm-hmm.
If it's 3 women and 3 men, you know there's always an odd number of board members, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have the chairman who probably doubles the CEO.
Right.
He's the tiebreaker. So you can sit there, but you ain't gonna make no decisions. Because even if you vote and they vote, oh, I'm always gonna side with you. Because I don't really want you here. Like, you're here only because we're required to have you here.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I mean, what is the point of putting you there if, one, you're really not going to do anything. It's a fluff position now. You turned a board of directors of a company into a fluff position.
That's crazy.
2,
Okay.
you have other women opposing this law because you cannot mandate who a company has to hire to run their company.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like it's not legal.
Yeah. Okay.
If you run a business, I can't say you have to hire her. You have to? No, I don't. I can interview whoever I want.
Oh, we just not gonna cuss on this podcast.
I try not to. You know I try not to.
Okay.
And I'm going to hire the best person for the job.
Okay. So what about the company where it's just like, all right, so I mean, are we assuming that like everyone is opposing this? Like, who have, from your experience or from your research?
Yeah.
Are there?
I mean, there's a prominent female lawyer who got blackballed because she was a woman, and said, "Nah, I'm not messing with this rule."
Okay.
So the person who probably would benefit from the rule is like, no, because just like that's how Obamacare got repealed. Like, you can't mandate that a company have a certain amount of health care. It might be the morally right thing, but it's also morally right to not tell me what to do with my company. Government, like you don't run Arnold Schwarzenegger does not run every company in California. I don't even know if he's the governor anymore. He's probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. That's beside the point, though. Okay, I see what you're saying.
And I haven't even reached my apex point yet.
Well, okay,
So go ahead.
What about do you think there's any good for if companies decide, okay, this rule is going to take place, so now let's go and actually seek out the best women that we can find, since we have to have them here, we might as well get the best so they can contribute.
That sounds good until you apply it to human nature. If I tell you have to do something that you really don't want to do, you're not going to do the best you can at it. Because there's no incentive for you to do the best you can at it. I could tell you to clean your room right now. I mean, your room's clean, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying, I could tell you to clean it. If you don't want to clean it, you're going to do just enough so that your mama don't tell you to clean it.
So
right?
she don't come in here and whoop your ass.
Exactly. That's the government is they mama.
Right.
So they're going to hire you, and they're going to abide by the law just enough so that they don't get in the news, they don't get audited, they don't get anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And these women are going to be sitting on boards. They're going to be deciding on stuff, and on the big stuff, they'll probably even let you decide the little things. Oh yeah, should there be a change to our workplace policy around sexual misconduct? Yeah, we'll let you run that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but what are we going to do about this strategic initiative? Oh, they different from us? No, we're not going with them.
Mm-hmm.
So then that leads me to my other point.
Wait, hold on. So do you feel like with
Mm-hmm.
that, you feel like that just pretty much puts those women, whoever those women get in on the board, makes them fight an even more of an uphill battle than they already would as a minority? It
takes them out of the game.
Okay.
Because if I put you in a place where there's a ceiling, and if I put you in the attic, you can't really go any farther, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because once you hit the attic, like,
unless you can still leave the house,
right? And then you have to mess up your house to get out.
Right.
Right. The roof ain't supposed to have no holes, and there's no climbing out of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if I put you in a place and you're making X amount of money, it's gonna be really hard for you to leave, because you're gonna get there's still gonna be perks that come with being on the board. Mm-hmm. Right?
Obviously.
you're gonna get compensated well.
Yeah.
Maybe not what the man makes, but you get compensated well.
Okay.
You're gonna get your your paid vacations and your stock options and all the things that they get, how do you leave that? Like, when you figure out that things is messed up, how do you leave that? You got people that won't leave lower middle management because they get accustomed to a lifestyle. If I'm paying you $500,000 a year base salary and you get stock options for this company that's doing well, that turns into millions and millions of dollars, and you get 4 weeks vacation for no reason at all, and for our company being available on the next year, you get a bonus. How do you leave that? Like, literally, you're gonna have to go through something crazy at that position to leave that. You don't just let all that walk out the door.
Right. Okay. So now, what is your apex point?
Because I already know when I say this.
You're gonna lose some viewers.
He flipped on heads. I wasn't gonna say if he don't tell, but he don't hit.
He was gonna say that if it landed on tails.
We're gonna go to the next topic. Because I don't know if people are ready for what I'm about to say.
Okay. Say it.
Are there women CEOs out there before this rule?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. 6.4% of Fortune 500 companies have a female CEO, chairman of the board. I don't know about the board members, but so you can get to the top without a rule, right? So instead of people complaining about the rule and the disproportionality, to all the women out there, get better.
Okay.
Get better. That's not hating.
Okay.
That's not misogynistic. It's not sexist. It's get better.
Okay.
Somebody else did it, you can too. I don't really understand the point. If I look at Sheryl Sandberg, who made it to be the number 2 person at Facebook, what does she have? She's not born with any innate talent to be a COO. She clawed her nails. And she clawed up to the top. You think she didn't get passed over a couple times because she was a woman? I probably guarantee you she did. But she got better. Why can't people just get better at what they want to do? You want to be on the board? Get better. It's really not that hard. Because what you're doing is you're spitting in the face of people who, before this rule, had to claw and claw and claw to the top, and now people are getting handouts.
I feel you.
Like, if they can claw and claw and claw, everybody out here can claw. Everybody out here has hands and feet. Well, most of us do.
Right.
But you have the ability to move yourself forward.
Okay.
So this law is for the weak women out there. And I said it, weak.
Okay.
That think that white men or whatever male figure you want to put there is somehow holding you back from your dream. They're not. They can't. Because you got the same stuff they got. How you think they got there? They did something. They did something that everybody else wouldn't do.
Okay.
Every day. So why can't you do it every day? Because you don't want to do it. You don't feel like doing it. It's hard. Well, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to be in the 1% of people. Get better. Everybody out there, just get better. I'm sick of people. I'm sick of all these independent women out there. They should be the ones out there marching the street saying this. Not me. Everybody who don't need a man for nothing. Well, you need a man to get on the board now. If you're in California, you're a woman. Is that what you're saying? I think that you're better than that. So why don't you show me? Why don't you just get better?
Taking a turn.
Jesus Christ.
Go ahead. I'm just gonna let you get your bars off.
Get better.
I mean, that does apply to everybody, though. That
It
really
does.
It applies to everyone. I mean, women, men, black, white.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody
Alike.
has the capacity to get better. I don't need a law telling me that I can't get better.
Right.
So I don't want to hand women handouts. You want to get treated equally, right? We're all in the equality era.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to get equal treatment. Well, let me treat you like a man. Get better. That's what I would tell any man that tells me they getting held back by anybody. Get better. You want to get treated equally? That's what you do. It ain't about job opportunities. It ain't about money. It ain't about all of that. It's about, man, look, man, they used to snatch men like, they snatched me up when I was a youngster.
Same. They did snatch me up. I was a little...
Snatch me up and say, little nigga, you better get better.
I was a little brat.
Now, I'm not going to snatch no woman up, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would work too well. But I can tell a woman from a distance very strongly while pointing at her, but within 5 feet back.
Right.
To let you know that you're who I'm talking to. And I can
better.
tell you to get better.
That's hilarious. Okay. Damn.
Keeping on this track with females.
Okay.
Lana Del Rey and Azalea Banks.
Oh my God.
Squabbing. Now, I'm going to tell you
that
something
is
that you
such
probably...
a terrible segue.
What
well,
you mean?
It's not a bad segue, but that's such a different turn.
It is.
To go from laws to this bullshit.
They are squabbing on Twitter.
And Lana is not to be fucked with.
Yo, I'm going to tell you something you probably didn't know.
To be fucked with.
I'm going to tell you something you probably didn't know about me.
What?
I love Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, I knew that.
I love her music.
Yeah, I knew that. You told me that before.
People forget, I don't think she grew up in Manhattan.
Right. You think she's a Queens bitch?
I think she's a Harlem nigga.
Based off of the way that shit went down, for y'all that don't know.
Let me see where she from
Lana Del Rey, and what happened was, I guess we got to talk about Kanye first.
All right, that was going to be next.
Well, because Kanye fed into this.
That was going to be the segue you stole.
So, really? Yeah. Why would you talk about those backwards?
Because I was just on the women thing. I had to be women.
Okay.
Let's see.
So Kanye, I guess we can go to Kanye real quick, and then work our way back to Lana.
Okay.
So Kanye West, him and Jim Brown went and met with Trump.
Yep.
And I don't know what they discussed, because me personally,
they discussed a whole lot of stuff. They discussed, inner city Chicago. Mm-hmm. They discussed Trump and Colin Kaepernick both wearing MAGA hats together. Mm-hmm. Kanye was on his free thinking way, man.
Right. And then
you couldn't feel it?
He came back and tweeted something about abolishing the 13th Amendment.
He said when he wore the MAGA hat, he felt like Superman or a superhero or something like that.
Yeah, and I'm just really confused at this point.
You see what T.I. said something earlier? I'm just giving me all my segues. Anyway.
Go ahead.
Nah, T.I. went on the gram and was like, yeah, I'm done with Kanye.
There's a bunch of people who said
I am because you remember the first time he did this stuff, he pulled this stunt. T.I. did a song with him.
Right.
And T.I. was trying to reason with him and Kanye was
just getting him.
Kanye was out rapping him. Let's just get.
He was out rapping him.
Let's give it T.I. you lost that verse.
he was just out. The content wasn't there, but he was out rapping him.
He was out rapping him.
In terms of pure rapping skill.
T.I. took that L right there.
But so he went and taught, and then he tweeted something about abolishing the 13th Amendment, and I don't know what the fuck else.
He said something about
some dumb shit. He went and tweeted some dumb shit, and then so then Lana Del Rey was just like, damn, you're hurting the culture, and it was like, you're hurting the culture, and what the fuck else was she saying? And she was just like, I couldn't imagine you and Trump have anything in common other than being narcissistic.
Something like that.
And then Azalea Banks jumps in and started wilding, and Azalea Banks faction. And
I think they used to be friends.
they did.
Okay,
They
that's
did.
because
Apparently, according to the way that they talked.
That's it. It felt like two women who used to be friends, and one was just like, dog, come on.
Right. And so Azalea came back and was just like, yeah, don't come at Kanye like that. He's like a weakened victim, and you're just like, you're coming after someone because he's not like some white woman being assaulted, blah, 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 because apparently Lana Del Rey did a song with A$AP Rocky back in like 2013, even though A$AP Rocky was found guilty of a misdemeanor for slapping a female fan. And so
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, so Azalea was just
that's not crazy that he slapped a female friend. That's crazy, like that we still bringing that up. Are you serious?
Yeah,
have y'all ever looked at 90s rap? Like
that's why. Yeah, that's why Azalea was saying like,
why does everybody like Snoop Dogg?
Well,
you listen to Doggy Style?
Look. This is beside the point.
Okay, you're right.
But yeah, she was just like, yeah. So you only complain about this because it's not like a white woman victim or something like that. And Lana Del Rey was just straight up like,
pull up.
You got my address. Pull up. Like I will. I will not fuck you up. Like,
when somebody start using double negatives,
I will not fuck you up.
When somebody start using double negatives, you better go to
that shit was crazy. She was like, you could have been the greatest female rapper of all time and you blew it, which was actually I low-key agree with it. I low-key I wouldn't say greatest of all time, but Azalea actually can rap.
No, she can rap.
She can actually rap. She would have been up there. Had she kept her fucking mouth shut.
She wouldn't.
I think she would be up there if things were going a little bit better inside of her head.
Nope.
Because she can rap.
No, she can rap, but don't say she could have been the best female rapper of all time.
I think she could have been up there.
I'm talking to Lana Del Rey at this point.
I think she could have been up there. Maybe like top 5, top 10. At the end of the day.
Top 5. She ain't gonna be no top 5. We get out of here with that.
So what else do we have to say on this? I mean, Lana was not with the bullshit at all. She just said pull up. That shit killed me when I read that. I will not fuck you up.
I told you, man.
I will not fuck you up,
bro.
You don't want that smoke.
Got it, dog.
You don't want that smoke.
You got it, man. I'm going to get the fire extinguisher right now.
You don't want it.
I apologize to you in every medium I can.
The alarm is going off. You don't want this smoke.
Get about it.
Get the smoke out the house. Come on, don't die.
That wasn't even smoke. That building was burning.
That shit was crazy.
Man. So now I can talk about Kanye now. Since you.
I mean, yeah, because that's where it came from.
What did I tell you last week about Kanye?
We just want to have a dialogue or some shit.
No,
like that.
I told you that when y'all don't listen to Kanye, he goes and he does wild stuff until somebody listens to him.
Okay.
Y'all, every time Kanye speaks, y'all need to listen. Y'all don't have to agree. Y'all just have to look like y'all listening to him, and he will stop.
I mean, I don't really know about.
Because first time, look, that man said he is delaying the recording of Yandi, so that he can record it in Africa.
Okay.
That got to do with anything.
Wonderful.
That's what y'all were supposed to say, but y'all didn't say nothing. So then,
wait, but you said we gotta listen. You said we gotta talk.
No,
you said we gotta listen.
Look, how does Kanye know that y'all listening? Kanye doesn't know. I keep trying to tell y'all.
We gotta talk
if
to
y'all
him.
If y'all would just give Kanye a head nod, like if y'all would just verbally give him a head nod, he wouldn't say half of the stuff that he's saying. Like T.I., you just now figuring out that Ye been about Ye? Why do you think he invited you to do a song with him? He wanted that dialogue with you? He knew he was gonna wrap circles around you. Because you can't argue with that. Like, you know how people say, you can't argue with crazy. I mean, yeah. Like Kanye was saying some wild stuff. T.I. was coming with all the reason, but sometimes you can't reason when somebody's just saying wild stuff.
I mean, you're right. You just gotta.
That's what I'm saying. So he put T.I. in a lose-lose situation. T.I. could have rapped his butt off and still lost. Because Kanye is gonna say the crazy bars.
Yeah, he was just gonna say.
He was gonna say the
shit.
bars with the crazy stuff that was gonna be talked about the next day. Wasn't nobody talking about what T.I. was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was kind of getting a little mad at T.I. for doing a song with him.
Mm-hmm.
Even though T.I. was saying everything that y'all all have been saying.
Mm-hmm.
But Kanye gets on there and Kanye does what Ye does. He says crazy stuff. And if y'all don't listen, he says even crazier stuff.
Like abolishing the 13th Amendment.
He don't even know. He don't know what that means.
I think he does. He said that.
I don't. But I'm saying, like, he doesn't know. When I say he doesn't know what that means, I don't think he understands the implication of what, like, you're going back and you're making slavery legal again.
Yeah.
Is pretty much what I don't.
Oh
think,
yeah, he was saying
I
that
don't
we
think
will not
Kanye-
outsource. I think that was one of the other things. He was like, we will not outsource. We will make everything like American made and all this other shit, and then we will abolish the 13th Amendment. And most people were just like, nigga, what?
Exactly. But see, y'all had to wait. Y'all had to wait till he said something crazy like that to say nigga what. Before y'all was just like, all right, nigga. When y'all do that to Kanye, Kanye gets mad.
But that's still communicating.
Listen to him.
We listened. And he
y'all
said,
don't
"Aight."
listen.
But we just said,
Y'all,
we
but
listened
y'all
and he said,
can't
"Aight."
dismiss what he says though.
Why can't we
That's-
dismiss?
Y'all have to act like y'all are feeling him.
We gotta lie to him.
When Kanye
We gotta
feels,
lie to him?
look, he said it to TMZ. When he feels like y'all don't feel that he's thinking free, he starts going crazy.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
You're not supposed to know. The only person that knows is Kanye. You just have to act like you understand what he's saying. Yo, that's deep, yo. That's
So
all.
you
That's
gotta
all
be
that
a
he's
yes
looking
man.
for.
So he needs us to be yes men.
Yes.
Despite the fact that he perpetually fights against being a yes man.
Yes.
So we essentially go back to what we talked about in the fucking interview with Charlamagne.
What?
He wants to do everything that he doesn't want people to do to him.
Exactly.
Fuck that is what I'm saying.
Right. And then, so then y'all need to get used to Kanye saying crazy stuff then.
Well, we used to it at this point. I mean,
I'm saying, do y'all want to get used to it or do y'all want to stop it? The way to stop it is just to feign interest.
just to fade it.
When Kanye said Yandhi was coming out on the 29th, y'all was supposed to go wild. Oh, Kanye coming out again? That's like 7 albums this year that he been on. That's what y'all supposed to say. Y'all was just like, all right, Kanye. Like, it looked like Yeezus. We ain't really like Yeezus when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, all right, Kanye. Like, let's see what you about.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't what y'all. That's not the reception that Kanye was looking for. I understand that this sounds crazy and it's it goes against all logic.
It goes against everything you and I stand for.
But you're dealing with a person who defies logic. Right? Y'all keep trying to fight fire with water. Yes, I know you want to put the fire out, but this nigga has a lot of matches. This nigga has unlimited access to matches and wood.
If you put out this fire, he will just start another one.
He will start a bigger one.
Spot.
Jeez.
Put out my fire and I will
So
start
who
a
I'm
bonfire.
really mad at is Jim Brown. Like, nigga, you just gonna stand there? Jim
You
Brown,
just gonna go?
You just gonna sit there and listen to all this foolery?
Oh, man. That shit.
One day y'all gonna listen to me, man.
One day we gonna listen to you.
Yes.
Which by means listen. By way of listening to Kanye. We're
No,
listening
y'all
to
gonna
you.
listen to me when it comes to Kanye West. I guarantee y'all, if y'all just
just play like we're
because I
listening.
got a little brother, bro.
Yeah.
When the little brother wants a reaction out of you and you don't give it to him, he goes to the extreme.
Okay, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. As someone
Like,
who
my
has
little
a
brother
brother,
has literally stolen from me because I haven't paid him enough attention. When you start paying him attention, he starts giving my stuff back. like it. Like all Kanye wants is for y'all to pay him attention.
starts giving my stuff back.
Jeez.
Okay.
But let's stay with Trump for a minute because Trump did actually do something of note.
What what he do?
We have a new
Which
NAFTA
one?
agreement.
Yes, the NAFTA deal. Yes, he
Somehow got the Canadian Prime Minister to to accept his terms.
Wait, which was what? Bumping up the North American share of.
No, they wanted to open up some type of something that was Canadian. Canadians didn't want to open it up. It was
open it up as in what?
Like
what is open
there
it
was
up
like
mean for
some,
the viewers, not for
right
me.
some. I forget what industry it is. It might be agriculture. It might be something.
I know automotive was a big one.
That
was
they
being
wanted
impacted.
to be free trade that wasn't a part of the other agreement.
Okay.
So like they wanted, okay, like let this area be also free trade between North American countries as well.
But they also bumped up the American share of automotives from 75%, from 62.5% to 75%.
Right. So I mean that's cool. That's a good thing.
I mean that's great for Michigan.
I mean they need some greatness.
I mean
the football team is
I mean that's like
they finna do
that's
nothing.
like a quarter of their state economy.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like
cars.
They still trying to figure out this whole water thing.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, it's all bad. But
get
yeah.
better, Michigan.
Yeah, so the whole you're terrible. This whole NAFTA thing, I mean, most people are just like, well, it's good in the sense that the deal actually happened.
Right.
Because they were just like, no one thought that a deal was going to be able to happen. So.
Right. So I mean, but I'm saying like that's. I mean, we got to give credit where credit is due.
Well, because it's also, I mean, but because I feel like we got to take a same page out of the book that you said with Trump before and with Kavanaugh. We got to see.
Yeah.
Like we got to see if this actually is going to be a good deal or not.
I mean, the thing is, I don't know
too much about it because I'm not an economist, but
right, I'm not either. But I don't think Canada's gonna move something if they don't like the terms. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we gonna move something if we don't like the terms. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I say move something, that means like
you gonna pull up with the yeah me. Okay.
So I mean, like, since they agreed to it, like, I don't think they're gonna back out of it. Like, yeah, you're right. Time will tell, but I mean,
right. I'm not necessarily talking about like if it would be a bad, like this is some bullshit. We over it. It's just like, is it gonna benefit everyone or at least us?
Yeah. I don't think Trump is in to benefit everyone.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, I just think that's cool.
We'll give him that though.
Because every time Trump giveth, he taketh away. So Nikki Haley, those y'all don't know, the UN ambassador, resigned.
Might be the most popular politician. Well, popular in terms of being liked.
Popular politician in the Trump cabinet.
Probably in America. Like.
And she resigned. Now, ironically, she resigned the day after Trump went to Mississippi and started going off on the woman that was accusing Kavanaugh, Miss Ford.
Yeah.
That's when she wrote the resignation letter, right? And they had the little press conference at the Oval Office.
She's leaving in January, right?
Right. Yeah. She's gonna finish at the end of the year. That's a big move. I don't know. People understand how big a move that is.
Why is it such a big move?
Oh, because you believe that she's just gonna sit down after that?
Oh well, yeah.
Oh,
obviously she finna go make some moves.
I mean, because she's a star,
right?
Politically.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, she was the only person to come up under Trump and build their own.
Right.
Right. Like,
and she's liked by both pro-Trump and anti-Trump
Republicans.
Folks. Yeah.
Democrats don't like anybody that's Republican.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
but she's gonna be a name because they already said like she's the best opposer to Trump 2020, and she got out at the perfect time. Kavanaugh stuff blew up. Well, she had already resigned by then, right? Trade war with China, like everything UN, everything like foreign policy related,
Russia
is about to start picking up now.
Yeah.
And she exits stage left.
Yeah.
So when people say if this stuff goes left with Trump, she gonna say, that wasn't me.
Or it could go left and they could look at it as all this foreign policy shit. It went left now that she's gone. Maybe she was much more valuable than everyone thought she was.
No, exactly. So
like
then she's running president now. Yeah, I'm definitely voting for her.
Right.
And that's another thing that y'all that you independents, you Democrats, done messed up. Y'all started going off on Kavanaugh, going back to him. Oh, the Republicans are voting now. That means if y'all don't want the Republicans to own every part of American the American Congress judicial system, and
Right.
y'all better get out and vote. I'm voting
I'm voting for sure.
for me. Not voting for nobody else. What you mean?
What you mean in 2020?
I'm 2018. I'm in November. I'm voting for me.
For what position?
All of them. What you talking about?
You're terrible.
I ain't never voted. The only person that I voted for that wasn't me was Obama.
In 08?
2012. I couldn't vote in 08. I wasn't old enough.
Oh shit, we weren't enough.
Yeah.
I'm wilding.
Yeah, I was 18 on the dot.
I'm wilding. I'm wilding.
every other person, the only person I literally thought as an 18-year-old, the only person who could do a better job running the country than me is Barack Obama.
I feel you.
That's how crazy I was at 18.
I feel you.
Because I was like, who is this person? What is his policies? Nope, me.
Right.
I don't know nothing about running no government, but I think I run better than y'all.
Okay.
I think I only got one vote for all of them.
Yeah,
My mama didn't even vote for me. That's crazy.
That's wild. I mean, this also means Nikki Haley she was also like the biggest voice against like Russia and this whole cyber,
Right.
the cyber warfare thing with the vote and everything. Like
Right.
she has not flinched at all.
Right. She's the only person.
Like,
she's the only person, especially Republican, to like go at Trump and still be standing.
Right. She's just like, look, so, all right,
Sir.
it's day 2. It ain't no sanctions. What's good? And then, all right, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, sir. It's day 3. Still no sanctions. What's good?
I tell you, I think Nikki Haley and Lana Del Rey are cut from that same cloth.
I mean, hey,
Pull up.
you know the address. I will not fuck you up in this election.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
All right, so let's stay in DC for a second.
okay. Damn, what if she did make a run? What if she did try to make a run in 2020?
I don't know if she'll run for president. I think if Trump hasn't completely jacked up foreign policy, I think she'll be somebody's vice president.
Solid.
That's what I think.
Solid.
I think she's setting up.
You think she'll be the next VP?
I mean,
Or
if the Republicans win,
right.
which
Okay.
I mean, y'all,
Which is
y'all
crazy.
Y'all make them mad if y'all won't. They vote.
Which is crazy. This random side note, I ain't heard shit about Mike Pence in a minute. What the fuck that nigga doing?
Oh boy, I was about to say stuff about Joe Biden. But I didn't. I don't want to.
Don't do it, dude. Don't do it. Don't do it, dude.
I was
Don't
gonna
say
say
it.
stuff about Joe Biden. That was gonna be crazy.
Alright, come on. Next up.
No, let's stay in DC, man.
Oh, DC.
DC's getting sued for $1 billion. Everybody, gentrification.
By whom?
Some black lawyer saying that
Some
they
black
violate the
Okay.
Fifth Amendment,
Which is?
which is the Due Process Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
That when certain projects were built that led to gentrification, that they were not given the due process
Due process to do what?
to oppose them if they were going to be resulting in gentrification.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the basis of the lawsuit is. Now, you want to go ahead, or you just want to let me?
Go ahead. Because I was busy when I was Googling
Yeah,
the
you was
DC
Googling-
lawsuits.
you
I
Googling
found
all types of
17
stuff.
lawsuits.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go.
And
I'm
none
gonna
of
take
them
the L
were
on this
that,
one.
so I'm uninformed.
I'm
Right.
gonna go ahead and take the L on this one. I just put in the top of this DC lawsuit.
I went in there and
I didn't know.
it was a stop and frisk lawsuit. It was a lawsuit by some DC principal
Right, I didn't
making
know.
fun of some girl who got allegedly sexually assaulted. Just said it was a bunch of bullshit.
Right, that's my fault.
It
So I'ma
was
go ahead-
so many
I'm
lawsuits.
gonna go ahead and take the lead on this.
And I didn't see a single word regarding gentrification.
Right. So
Okay, go ahead.
they interviewed the lawyer, and the
They
lawyer
did.
knows, the lawyer that's filing the lawsuit understands that he has no shot of winning this case. He knows that.
Like, hey, he said that?
He knows that he has a very long shot.
Okay.
Every legal person that has looked at this, that is of any weight, was like, this doesn't have a chance. They was
Okay.
like, really, Fifth Amendment? Word. Word.
Okay.
Fifth Amendment. That's what you got for me?
Fifth one. Number 5. V.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5th.
V.
FIF.
V dot.
I got the Carter 5 was disappointing out.
Very
Oh.
underwhelming project, if I do say so myself.
But I mean, I have to accept him for who he is.
I mean, hey.
Where was I going with that? Oh, you already know my stance on gentrification. You do. They don't.
I mean, it essentially comes down to the slogan of this podcast, I guess: "Get better."
That could be a great slogan to this podcast. Now that we think about it, get better. I like that.
Well, I was saying the slogan of this podcast is number 3, but I guess we could keep that in general. Get better. Yeah, that's cool.
Because I don't understand why people, like, I'm very confused by the concept of gentrification.
Mm-hmm.
As in, like, you're blaming the city for wanting to increase its revenue.
Okay.
Like, what did you thought that the city of Atlanta is here to make us feel safe? No, they're not.
Mm-hmm.
There's people who said they don't care nothing about our safety. They care about, they have a budget that they're trying to run.
Mm-hmm.
They say, man, if we get high income individuals here that bring high income businesses here,
mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. Since they started their gentrification process, Amazon was like, oh, DC is a viable option for our second headquarters. Wasn't nobody talking about DC when it was Chocolate City.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon wasn't thinking about moving their operations to DC when it was 75% black.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I get it from the point of both sides. Actually, like, I get it from the city's point of view.
What?
Like,
That's crazy? You understand both sides? That's wild.
I always understand both sides. I just think one side's better than the other. That's just what it is. Like, I think, like, I understand the city's point of view where it's just like, yo, we trying to get revenue in our city.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all not giving us revenue. So, like, we have to do what we do to get revenue. Like, we're not trying to price you out, but that's just the price of getting more revenue. And I understand it from people's point of view. It's like, you got people here that are that can be revenue producers if you invest your resources not in outside stuff in here. It's the same thing. Like, it's outsourcing pretty much.
Yeah.
You want to keep American jobs here. We want to keep DC resources in DC.
Right.
So I get that. But you have to make that case to the people in DC. Because Amazon doesn't have to make a case. Their case is one word. Amazon. Right? Like,
okay.
Those high net worth corporations and those high net worth people, they don't have to make a case. Their case is very easily understood.
And on the NASDAQ.
Well, not recently. Because the stocks are plummeting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's up to the people in the city to make that case. Like, yo, we're here. We have all the potential in the world, because I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Men, women, poor, black, white, like, everybody has the same level of potential because it's unlimited. Think about all the technology that's been made. All the technology that's been made is doing stuff that we can already do as people, because we made it. If we can't do it ourselves, then we can't make somebody else do it. We can't create something that we can't already do. Self-driving cars. Well, we have to be able to drive a car first before we can understand how to make a computer drive a car.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the people of DC are as talented as everybody else.
Right.
But you have to get better.
You gotta get better. So
you have to tell, not even you have to get better, you have to tell the leadership of DC that, one, if you invest in us, we will get better. We can get better, and we will, and we must. Or they're going to get somebody in there that can get better.
But here's the thing. Like, I feel like most of these companies, when it comes to this, these companies and cities, like, they know that they have the resources there, but they would much rather outsource it because it's
easier.
Easier and it's cheaper.
Well, I mean, I don't even know if it's cheaper, but it's more lucrative.
I mean,
like, that return on investment is pretty much guaranteed.
Right. Like,
wherever Amazon,
companies do that shit.
Right.
I mean, internationally.
Right. Wherever Amazon puts its second headquarters is going to be a booming city.
Mm-hmm.
It's guaranteed.
Yeah.
But me investing in, like, a jobs training program to a bunch of broke people in DC, that's not guaranteed.
Okay.
From a city's point of view.
Right.
I think with the proper motivation, with the proper resources, with the proper training techniques, I think it is guaranteed.
Oh yeah, it's definitely because if you got a city that's just like, look, we got the folks that you want right here. You come, we got the resources to make sure that these folks are of the proper caliber when they get here. Y'all just gotta come.
Well, no, I don't think that. I think it's taking DC people and making make it homegrown.
Yeah,
I'm not
saying.
Telling other people to come in that, oh, we got your people, you just need to come. I'm saying the people that are there, let's make people want to come to you because you have built your stuff from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
So more DC companies started by DC people. Like more big companies in DC started by people from DC. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, makes sense. Kind of like Under Armour in Maryland.
Right, Maryland people in Maryland building something in Maryland. Under Armour blows up, and I'm still in Maryland.
Yeah,
because I got better.
And Nike.
Right, and Nike.
It's just all type shit.
Exactly, stuff like that.
I mean, Amazon, actually. Well,
right.
Yeah,
Amazon, Microsoft,
they all started right there.
Right.
Okay.
So I mean, I think DC has people to do it, but I don't think you. There you go again. You trying to ask for $1 billion, bro? They ain't got that. Where do you think DC gonna get $1 billion from?
That's wild. It's a lot. Nah. Okay. I understand.
Speaking of Chocolate City.
Chocolate City. What happened?
Let's go to New Chocolate City.
New Chocolate
right
City.
Here. We have overtaken DC as Chocolate City because DC is getting all the chocolate out of their city. Because we just talked.
Shit, and we not.
We trying, but we ain't moving as fast as DC. It's smaller.
Okay.
A lot of new music coming out from Atlanta artists.
I only listen to T.I.'s. I know Quavo put out something. I
couldn't get through Quavo.
I heard from what I've heard, it was just a lot of very average songs over good to really fire beats.
I mean, so you're saying he is the Migos entire career?
He's
really average songs over really good catchy beats?
It was just, they were just yeah. And I saw a very interesting tweet about it. It was just and they made it at Atlanta. Have you've been to American Deli?
No.
No? You've never went and got you a 10-piece hot with a pizza drink? Alright, so compared to a 10-piece hot lemon pepper with a pizza drink. Okay. They're saying Quavo, it could be the extra lemon pepper seasoning. He can even be the pizza drink. But he could never be the whole wing. There's no substance there. In terms.
No.
I wouldn't even say substance. Just he doesn't have a good flow. Is what I heard.
No.
I heard the Usher album was pretty good.
No.
It wasn't.
Whoever told you that lie.
They said it was good.
No, because it's
him and Zaytoven, right?
Yeah, I have a different view. First of all, Zaytoven is fire. So
yes, he is.
Let's not get it twisted. This has nothing to do with Zaytoven.
And one of the best producer tags out there.
Zaytoven did his job.
Okay.
Usher didn't do his.
Usher didn't do his job.
In my thing, because I mean, you know me, I'm more of a purist when it comes to music.
Mm-hmm.
I remember My Way.
My Way.
I'm talking about that whole album. I remember Confessions. I'll even give you Raymond versus Raymond.
No, you go skip over 8701?
No, I'm not skipping over. I'm just just eras.
Okay.
I remember younger. I remember peak Usher.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll give you even post prime
Raymond versus
D
Raymond.
Wade at 32.
Right.
He can still give you a very good song every now and then. No, Usher. I didn't know Usher was turning 40. He doesn't look 40
at all.
No, but he's 40. But see, I don't like when people that I know are better than that
sell out. You feel like he sold out?
I mean, he's doing the trap R&B thing. He's doing the trap beats with the, and you not really say, Usher, you're a vocal. You're one of the only dual threats where you're actually a really good vocalist,
mm-hmm.
and you can really make good songs and you can perform.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have the entire package.
Right.
Don't sacrifice your vocals, bro. It was only one song on there where I was like, there you go, Usher. That's the Usher that I know.
How many songs was it though?
8.
Okay, that's not that bad.
That's 12% of the album,
I
though.
mean, yeah, okay.
Other than that stuff, come on. Now. Usher should never make a twerk song ever in his life.
Okay.
He got one on there, and I was just like...
It's just not it.
I was so disappointed in Usher. I was like, dog, you 40, first of all. Come on, dog.
Did that hurt? It hurt?
That one hurt. Because I haven't liked an Usher song since Raymond vs. Raymond other than Climax. Climax is fire.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Everything else has been absolute garbage from Usher.
I love Good Kissers. It's very,
Garbage.
Very catchy to me. I love that song.
He had me until Bang Bang Bang. After that, I was like, nah, dog. Nah, dog.
But
Not Bang Bang Bang.
the
bro.
best Atlanta album of the week and weekend, T.I.'s album. That shit's a banger. That's a banging ass album. That I didn't hear any misses on that track, on that entire 15, 16 tracks. I don't fucking know.
Now
He did not miss a single track on that bitch.
Now T.I.
That shit was amazing.
Now T.I.
T.I. Clifford.
Whatever you want to call it. Whatever version of him you want to call
Right.
He was going down the Usher road. I hadn't liked anything T.I. did since Paper Trail.
Oh, okay.
Until this album.
Okay. I feel you.
Because I like OG T.I.
Yeah, he got back in his bag on this one.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really it was like the dude that's been through it all.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm just trying to get it was like a really, really
OG
hood
Yeah.
444.
Yes. I didn't want to make the comparison.
But like it
But
was,
it was
way
totally-
less knowledge.
It was it was just some real
But
nigga
it had
shit.
the same
444.
It had the same thing. It had that same kind of like I'm trying to give you young boys like what's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's T.I.'s bag now.
Yeah. No, that's some real shit.
So like I like the T.I. album. I'm glad to see T.I. was coming back.
I was just literally the it didn't miss. Like every track on there is just bumping with some real shit. You know, just spit real shit every track.
Right. I mean
Shit's
like
great,
it was a classic T.I. album.
Right.
Like just like yeah, that's the T.I. that I'm. And he rapping too. Like he
ain't on that bullshit. Like he on
like,
that rapping.
He was trying to tell people that he's still competing in Atlanta.
Right.
Cause you know where they're not competing at.
Where?
They're not competing in Minnesota. If you ask Jimmy Butler, they not competing in Minnesota. That was a good segue.
That was a good segue. That was a good segue. I give you that one. You didn't force it. That's good. That's good.
Now,
Woo! Jimmy Butler. That nigga's hilarious. Oh yeah, but by the way, I mean T.I. album 10 out of 10 by far.
I mean, I'm not giving it 10 out of 10
I
because
give
that's
it 10
classic
out of 10.
album. That's not classic.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I think in terms of albums this year,
I feel like it's like the best rap album.
I put it up there with J Rock's album, and you know I had J Rock's album pretty high.
Yeah, I mean his album was the best rap album of the summer. It wasn't even close.
I mean, are we forgetting about J Cole for a second? Or, I mean, are we forgetting about KOD like that?
Oh wait, no. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I mean, but we did talk about that in one of our previous versions of the podcast.
I said J Rock's album was the second best album to come out this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that T.I.'s album is every bit as good as J Rock's album.
Okay.
So I mean, it's up there.
That's straight up.
I put Wale's stuff ahead of.
So what would you Wale's shit was good.
I think everything Wale has put out this year has been absolute fire.
Mm-hmm. So what would you rank T.I.'s album? I'm not okay. I'll stay away from 10 out of 10 because it's not a classic.
Well, I mean,
I'll give it an 8.5 because it's not. I mean,
I give it a 7.
I don't know if it's a classic.
I give it a 7 because when we talk about 10 out of 10, like I'm putting you historically 10 out. Like all my rankings are all historically.
Mm-hmm.
So I give it a 7. Like it's a good album.
So what did you give Wale's work?
Wale's work is like 7.2.
And KOD?
KOD's an 8, 8.5, closer to 9. J Rock is about a 7.
Okay.
Like I have Wale's collection of work slightly ahead of J Rock and T.I. for the year.
Okay.
With J. Cole being by far the best rap album to come out this year. Quite honestly, maybe the best album to come out this year.
Thus far? Yeah.
I mean, nobody else has even come close to me.
Yeah. Okay. I get that. All right. But back to Minnesota.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Butler walking into practice, giving everyone bars, calling everyone bitches, and then getting the third string squad and beating the shit out of the starters in practice.
You know what really made me mad about that?
That sounds like some shit you would do.
Oh, it's some stuff that I've done before.
Like, definitely.
Like, I've definitely
like,
been me and the second team and beating the starters.
Just like,
And
y'all are so fucking soft. Ball up.
Yeah, I mean, but what made me mad about that is because I really like the Minnesota team. Because I thought that Karl Anthony Towns wasn't soft like that.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard that he caught the ball in the post and Jimmy Butler was guarding him, and Jimmy Butler said he ain't gonna do nothing, he's soft, and he passed it out, I said, oh, you got marked out.
Oh, no.
I said, no, Cat. You're 25-12. You can't get marked out.
Damn.
Like, your jump hook is amazing. He can't block that.
I mean, not even your jump hook, but you can just turn around and, you're an athlete.
I'm really disappointed in Andrew Wiggins. Because I was talking to somebody else about Andrew Wiggins. Like,
we've been disappointed.
They was asking me, you know, what's good with Wiggins. I said, Andrew Wiggins is the most effortless athlete in the NBA right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Russell tries to dunk hard. Like, everything Russell does, he tries to do.
Mm-hmm. Andrew Wiggins does not try.
And he can give you 22 a night without
breaking a sweat. Literally, I don't think I've ever seen
effortless athleticism.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean, Jimmy Butler just took his soul. He took the soul of Minnesota. Because he was yelling at the GM.
I do,
said,
yeah.
If you effing need me, you can't win without me. And I want to get traded.
That's some G shit.
And then they canceled practice the next day, and they had a team. Yo.
Did Jimmy Butler mark the whole Minnesota Timberwolves organization?
Right. They canceled practice and had a quote unquote players only meeting. It's alleged that it was a players only meeting. Led by Jimmy Butler.
Oh.
And Jimmy Butler was like, I don't like management, but like if I'm gonna be here, we gonna compete. And I'm gonna be here competing. This is my stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
This is my organization until they trade me. Tried to get on the phone with Pat Riley. Tibbs was like, yo, I need that extra first round pick. Said, you MF. You mother sucker. And hung up the phone. So Jimmy's not going to Miami anymore.
Jimmy's not going to Miami.
They killed that.
Tibbs is really trying to take the shit out of any fucking trade that he can get to.
Because Tibbs understands what's at stake here.
Right.
If they underachieve again with all this talent, he's out of there.
Right.
So if I'm going to trade Jimmy Butler, that's a suicide note. Because, I mean, y'all not getting to the playoffs without Jimmy Butler. Like, y'all effing need him.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, he wasn't bullshit.
Like, he knew what he was saying. So, like, you can't really trade him because I want to keep my job.
I understand that, but... So what do they do from here? I mean, if Jimmy stays, Jimmy is staying, so what the fuck do they do from here?
Because you got to take advantage of people's natures. That's what chess is all about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy just ain't going to miss games on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy's going to compete. You hold him until the trade deadline. That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, look, we know you don't want to be here. We're going to look for the best trade for us, but until we do, your expectation is to suit up and play. And he going to play because he likes to compete. Jimmy Butler is one of them dudes that, like,
I don't care.
He would do the exact same thing if he was making minimum wage.
Right.
Like, he would go in there and call everybody soft, making $15 an hour.
Right.
But he happens to make, $20 million a year.
Yeah, feel it. I feel that.
So, like, Jimmy's going to compete. So, like, let Jimmy compete. You go out and you ball. You go get your max contract. And then at trade deadline, somebody's going to give us a whole lot of stuff. Lakers. Somebody who's in the playoff race are kind of struggling that needs a jolt.
But he doesn't want to go to the Lakers. He said that
But
already,
here's
right?
the thing. He can't control where he doesn't want to go. If you can't demand to be traded and then say you can only trade me here, no, that's not how that works, son. If you want to be traded,
but we've seen that before.
Right, because the GMs are stupid.
Right, and so if the GMs are still stupid.
Yeah, but Tibbs ain't stupid. Because if Tibbs was stupid, Jimmy would be in Miami right now. If Pat Riley's cussing you out over the phone to not get a star player, right? Have you seen Miami's roster?
Yeah,
they're horrible.
But he still wants that first round. He wants that lottery pick.
I mean, I don't know what exactly he asked for, but he asked for something that was more than what Pat Riley's getting ready to give him.
I'm thinking it's probably like lottery picks for the next 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, because they don't really have a lot of players, honestly.
I mean, yeah, and they suck, so they're gonna be in the top 10 probably this coming year because they ain't got nobody but Hassan.
No,
D Wade go sit out half the year.
It's the D Wade farewell tour.
That nigga finna sit the fuck down half the year. I mean, just like Kobe did.
Nah, but the Kobe in the farewell tour, Kobe was balling.
Kobe was balling for the last game.
No, I mean he was Kobe the last game.
Right.
But the other games, like he was still out there, like his last time and whatever, like he was gonna give you a show, and it might only last for like a quarter and a half.
Right.
But he was gonna give you a show. Like D Wade is gonna have some of them D Wade moments, and in his last game, I think his last game is not gonna be like Kobe's last game.
Oh no, he's not gonna get out there and get 60.
Nah, he's gonna get hurt.
Oh, no, you think
he's gonna leave with a knee injury?
You think he gonna pull his ACL in his last game?
Oh, that would be the perfect end to his career.
That would not be.
No, because you know I got issues with D Wade, right?
Well, yeah, you have issues with arguably the third best shooting guard of all time.
Yeah, the third best shooting guard of all time. I hate when people even say that. What are y'all talking about? D-Wade, the third best. Let's get into some predictions, man. Some NBA predictions. We do this every year. We got awards. We got playoffs. We're not going to do the actual has the playoff. We're not going to do finals predictions yet.
Right.
Just going to be awards and who makes playoffs. Right? Where do you want to
start? Let's go awards first.
Okay, let's go awards.
I think let's go awards.
Let's go awards.
All right. MVP, who you got? I know that look.
You've seen that look before, haven't you?
I know that. You'd have had this look for the past 5 years.
Past 3.
You've had this look for the past 5 years.
No, that was false. That was false.
Past 3 years. Wait. So it was 2018, 2017, 2016. Who won 2015? I'm pretty sure. I thought that was 2016. 16 and 17.
Back to back.
Yeah, 16 and 17.
No, it was 14 and 15. 16 was Russ, 17 was Harden. This is 18.
Oh, this counts as 18? Oh, okay.
I mean, it's technically going to be like the 2019 MVP, but this is
all right.
2018.
So, yeah, all right. So, before Steph, it was who?
It was LeBron.
It was LeBron. And then before that,
it was still LeBron.
It was still LeBron. And you had that look on your face.
Right, but what I'm saying
you predicted both of them.
No, but I didn't say that Steph wasn't going to win MVP.
No.
Like you said for the last 5 years I've had that look. I didn't. I only had that look when I choose LeBron.
You chose LeBron though.
I didn't choose LeBron when Steph won it.
No, I'm saying you did say I swore you said that you were LeBron, or at least you said he should definitely be winning.
I've always said that he should because he's the most valuable player in the league.
Okay.
But when you asked for my MVP prediction, the second year Steph won it, I picked James Harden to win.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
And I picked Giannis to win it the year.
Yeah, you did. You picked Giannis last year.
No, last year I picked LeBron. when Kyrie left, I picked LeBron.
Yeah.
The year before that, I picked Giannis.
You're right. Okay.
Now this year, I give you the small look with a cat because it's a caveat on this one.
Right.
If the Lakers get home court advantage in the first round, if they're a top 4 seed in the West, LeBron's going to win MVP.
Okay.
Otherwise, Giannis is winning MVP this year.
Okay. I predict. I was gonna go with Giannis.
Sleeper though. Sleeper pick.
I was about to say I think Harden might try to make another run. Yeah, if they can piece together that team and still get in that top 1 or 2 seed somehow, I think he makes a run for MVP.
Sleeper pick this year. Your boy. Oladipo. And he's a sleeper.
I agree.
Anthony Davis is gonna be in there, man. Ain't nobody sleeping on Anthony Davis. They know what he gonna do.
Right.
Oladipo is a sleeper.
If I were in fantasy, I might fuck around and take him in the first and second round.
Yeah, I ain't doing no dumb stuff like that. He's a third round pick. Like,
I might have to take him in the first and second round.
I'm not. I can get Oladipo somewhere else.
Deep gonna ball out this year.
Oh yeah.
Deep is gonna ball out this year.
I told you like people forget like Oladipo was just in a cess where dreams go to die. Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where talented players go to be less talented.
I feel you. All right.
What else we got?
Most improved. I think. Who won it last year?
It might have been Oladipo.
Because if it wasn't, shit. I hope it's not Oladipo because he would totally be my pick. Because he looked like the difference between the Magic or the difference between
Oladipo
the Thunder
won it last
year was great, and I feel like it's going to be even greater this year. To be honest,
Oladipo won it last year.
But if I have to choose, I think. Well, who you thinking? I don't know. Maybe.
Again, I got a caveat. The Lakers finished with a top 4 seed. Brandon Ingram is going to win most improved player. If not Brandon Ingram,
I was thinking Jaylen Brown. I feel like if Jaylen Brown gets out there and like averages a good, maybe solid. What did he average last year?
like 12.
Yeah, so I was gonna say if he gets out there, he gets maybe between 16 and 18, 7, and then maybe a few steals, a few blocks in there, and like really cements himself as like an all around player on that Celtic squad. Because he's probably he's the I would say he's the most, well, he's definitely the most athletic on the team. But
okay,
I feel like he has the potential to be the best two-way player on the squad between him and Jason Tatum. So if he can like develop that offense a little bit better, I think it'll be between. I think most improved will be between him and Jason Tatum.
I got a pick for you. If the Lakers are in the 4th seed, I can already tell you who's going to win most improved player.
Dude.
Markelle Fultz.
Because he can shoot. Because he can shoot the ball.
All right, y'all sleep on Markelle Fultz if you want.
I know. I seen him in the preseason. His form was still a little bit fucked up, but
Markelle Fultz.
Okay.
Who we got next?
6 man. No, actually, yeah.
I think that's an easy pick.
Who you got?
Dennis Schroeder.
LOL. Okay.
Dennis Schroeder is going to be 6th man of the year. At some point, you can't keep giving it to Jamal Crawford. He's one too many. I mean, he's got to get the LeBron syndrome. Like he's one too many.
He's the penultimate 6 man. Who's the 6th man on the Celtics?
Terry Rozier, Marcus Smart, one of those.
Probably, I think Terry Rozier will probably get it.
Okay. Defense player of the year.
I don't want to say AD. Shit. Oh, fuck. For my MVP prediction, just roll that back.
Roll it back.
I think Embiid might make a run for that.
Nah.
I think he can make a run for that.
Nah. I mean, I love Embiid.
Like, out of the East, if there are going to be any contenders, it's going to be Embiid, Deep, and maybe Kyrie.
I love Embiid.
I think Embiid would have, like, the best shot.
He ain't going to win it this year.
You think he'll win some in the future?
I think he'll win one. Okay.
I think he could definitely make a run for it this year. But in terms of defensive player of the year, shit. No, I said defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to. And I was just thinking about fucking DeAndre Jordan, but I don't know if he still got it in him to just get out there and do that shit now.
Yeah, he could.
I don't know.
Never know.
But I don't know. I guess I got to come back to that one. Let me think about that one.
Yeah, because you already said it.
Who?
Embiid.
Oh, you think he's gonna get?
He's gonna win Defensive Player of the Year this year. Embiid.
Okay, that's a solid choice. And he said,
Coach of the Year. You got Coach of the Year.
who coaches the Lakers right now?
Luke Walton.
Okay.
Yeah, they gonna give LeBron that award. Come on now. He gonna give Luke Walton the Coach of the Year.
Brad won it last year.
Nope.
Oh,
Dwayne Casey won it last
Oh
year.
yeah, you're right. I think Brad wins it this year then. Brad Stevens, that is.
Mm-hmm.
In case anyone doesn't know, the head coach of the Boston Celtics.
I got two people that I'm kind of stuck on.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn Snyder for the Jazz.
Okay.
He should have won it last year.
That's a dope pick.
And two former Hawks coaches, by the way. But who I think wins it this year in a narrow margin? The old Bud. Mike Budenholzer. With Milwaukee.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Because you've been saying a lot of Celtics stuff. I got something to tell you about the Celtics.
They ain't got no answer for Giannis.
No, I just got something to tell you about the Celtics.
What?
Oh, we ready to get into the playoff position?
Uh-huh.
Are we ready?
Wait, do we have any other awards to get to?
No, not really.
Okay.
All right, let me pull up the NBA standings right quick.
Uh-huh.
So, we're going to start in the Eastern Conference, right?
Yeah, let's do it. You think Milwaukee got one seed?
No, sir.
Okay.
I would never say no dumb stuff like that.
Okay.
They do not have the one pick.
Do you think they're going to be a 6 seed and give the 3 seed hell?
No, sirree.
Okay.
You want to start from 8 or you want to start at 1?
Let's start at 8.
Pistons are at 8. Dwayne Casey is a good coach.
Okay.
They have 2 All-Stars on the team, whether we want to believe it or not.
Wait.
Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond are All-Stars.
Yeah, okay.
Reggie Jackson's a
Still
good
right
player.
now, are they still right now? They're All-Stars?
I mean,
No, not necessarily like they didn't make it last year. Like you think right now they're
still
All-Star
All-Star
caliber
players.
Okay.
I mean, here and there.
I mean, because Blake been injured and Andre just done fell off the face of the earth. So
I hear you.
even though he's still getting 16 and 13, like
I hear you. Like, trust me, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dog. Okay, here we go. But think about who's in this conference.
Is KCP still up there?
KCP is in LA. I mean, you
Well, who am
got
I
Brooklyn, New York,
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland, Chicago,
Brooklyn, New York.
the Hawks.
In this division?
No, I'm just saying in the conference.
Oh,
the
okay.
Hawks, the Magic, and Charlotte. Any of those teams better than the Pistons? Like, the Pistons, they AC by default, is what I'm getting at.
I mean,
Like, all the other teams suck so bad that the Pistons are
did
going
the
to...
Hornets make the finals last year?
No.
Okay.
The Hornets are garbage.
Okay.
They're holding on to Kemba Walker for dear life. They might have him imprisoned up there.
Okay. All right, yeah.
7
that
seed.
makes sense. The Raptors.
No. The team that I have been disappointed in more times than the Thunder.
Well, no, because that would be the Clippers.
Oh, yeah, the Clippers. That's what I meant to say, the Clippers. No team has disappointed me. This team is the only team to come close to disappointing me like the Lob City Clippers did.
For those who don't know, he chose the Clippers to win the finals. Was it
3 years in a row.
3 years in a row.
Didn't even get out of the first round.
At the second year of Lob City up until their final demise, he had them as their pick.
I mean, they were the only team to beat the Warriors with Draymond starting in the 7-game series. Nobody has beat them in a 7-game series other than LeBron since. I had really good reasons to pick them. And it just didn't work out.
It just never panned out.
Fuck.
And then...
But the team that's come close to disappointing me,
Mm-hmm.
like them, the Washington Wizards.
7 seed.
Somebody get Bradley Beal out of Washington. Bradley Beal is too good to be in Washington. John Wall, 6'4", 250.
Yeah, does Bradley Beal and John Wall, they still got beef?
They had like, they're frenemies
Okay.
at this point. John Wall is out of shape.
Okay.
I seen John Wall in a workout video. He don't even dunk no more.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, what are you if you can't dunk? You're not shooting.
I mean, he can pass really well. He's a great defensive player.
He can pass to Bradley Beal.
He's an amazing defensive
Otto
player.
Porter's making $100 million to do the same thing that you and I could do. I can hit corner threes.
I can damn sure hit some corner threes. Like, and we can dribble and drive.
Yeah, but this the way it disappointed me though. They got Dwight Howard. What are we doing getting Dwight Howard?
And to you, he's the biggest bust
In NBA history. In NBA history, nobody's a bigger bust than Dwight Howard. Now, I don't care nobody say Greg Golden, Kwame Brown. Ain't nobody bigger bust than Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard.
I don't want to say he a bust, but he underachieved more than anybody else has ever underachieved in NBA history.
He was Anthony Davis, like you said. He was Anthony Davis.
They're the
Before
7th
Anthony
seed.
Davis was Anthony Davis.
They're the 7th seed.
Mm-hmm.
6th seed. Miami Heat.
Really?
Look, when you got veteran players and you have a really good coach
Mm-hmm.
and you have a culture and organization led by Pat Riley, they're like Spurs East. Remember how everybody used to say the Hawks was Spurs East?
Mm-hmm.
And I got mad at that because we're the Atlanta Hawks. We're not Spurs East. That's not the name of our team. They're the closest thing to the Spurs from a culture standpoint. As in, like, I don't know how they keep winning 45 games, but somehow they do.
Right.
Somehow.
Well, but the thing is, we did know how the Spurs kept winning 45 games, 50 games, 55 games every year.
How? How did they do it? How did they win last year?
Oh, you're talking about last year.
I'm talking about last year. They had a bunch of garbage on their team and won 47 games in the West. I don't think they've been particularly talented the last couple of years. I think Kawhi Leonard with Greg Popovich is great in all-time combination.
Mm-hmm.
That gets you 50 games. And everybody's going to say, what? Oh, they were up on the Warriors by 20 before Kawhi sprained his ankle. And before the end of that quarter, they were down by 10.
That same quarter. Okay.
So let's stop with the fables here.
Right.
Miami, like, for some reason, they're going to win 46 games. I can't tell you how they're going to do it, but they're going to do it.
Justice Winslow will will them to 46 games.
Their leading scorer is going to average 14 points a game.
Damn, he can't.
And they're going to have 6 players averaging double figures. And they're just going to grit and grind their way to 46
The
wins.
laziest big man in the league is going to have 15 boards a night, 6 blocks. That's it. But he is going to get snatched the ball out there a few times. I don't know.
Let's see. 5 seed, right?
Okay.
Yes, I think I messed up. I probably did. Indiana Pacers are the 5 seed.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Indiana Pacers. Oladipo's great. Miles Turner
It's gonna be
is
a breakout year for Oladipo, man.
is really good. They just got a lot of. They're Indiana, man. They have a lot of scrappy players to go along with Oladipo and Turner. They drafted Aaron Holiday. He's a good player.
They really gonna get out there and ball.
I like the Indiana team. I just don't think they have enough good players to crack the top 4.
Okay.
4 seed. Boston Celtics.
Okay.
I'm so sick of hearing people talk about how the Boston Celtics are going to win the title.
Okay.
It makes me sick.
Why?
People always talk, Boston has all this talent, they're going to beat Golden State, blah, blah, blah.
I'll never say that.
No, but a lot of people are saying
So.
No, a lot of people who do this for a living are saying that. So let me just go ahead and think that we're talking about the same team here. Because everybody's telling me Jason Tatum is the second coming of Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
Jason Tatum averaged 14 points a game last year.
Okay.
14. Right? That was his number 1 option. Kyrie didn't play the whole season. Y'all wouldn't run the offense through Jaylen Brown. Terry Rozier is still a bench player. Marcus Smart broke his hand. Who you run? Markieff Morris? I mean, Al Horford? Like, you were the number 1 option when it came time to get buckets. And you gave me 7 of them a game.
Okay.
48 minutes. 7 buckets. This is Kobe. So then,
but this is what, his second year?
right. So then, what happens when you bring back Kyrie Irving, who, when Kyrie wants the ball, you're not touching it,
Right.
because Kyrie's got the ball, and then you bring back Gordon Hayward, both 20-point game scorers.
Mm-hmm.
Your shot attempts, Jason Tatum, is going down this year.
Is he? You think where are you gonna start at?
It doesn't matter. I mean, they're going to start Kyrie, those three guys, and Al Horford. When is Jason Tatum going to get in the rhythm of the game? With the second unit?
What is their starting five? What do you think? I think what it be? Kyrie, Jason Tatum.
I mean, the three, Gordon Hayward, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum are all going to start.
Yeah.
They're just interchangeable.
Yeah, you said.
And Al Horford is going to be the 5.
Yeah. Okay.
So everybody's
That's
like,
a
oh, that's a
pretty
really good, that's a
That's
pretty,
a solid 5.
that's a really good 5. Right? Ramon Sessions wants to get on that 5.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, 5.
Ramon Sessions really wanted to get on that 5.
Okay. I mean, that's a good 5.
Now, with Kyrie Irving last year, with him, before he got hurt, they were a bottom third offensive team.
Mm-hmm.
They were in the 20s offensively. I'm sorry. If Gordon Hayward coming back makes you a top 5 offensive team, I was wrong. That's your MVP.
Okay.
So it's going to take these guys 25 to 30 games to understand how to play with each other, because these guys have only played together for what? 6 minutes? Because isn't that when Gordon Hayward broke everything in his ankle?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
The way you said that.
Right?
Yeah, you're right, though. You're right.
Oh, because Gordon Hayward, right? I forgot, though. Gordon Hayward's such an excellent defender, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not. Kyrie Irving, such a great... he's not either. But that's right, because we got Jason Tatum. Oh, that's not what he does either.
Oh, Jason Tatum doesn't he don't play defense?
Where?
I didn't know that.
Who he defended? Exactly. So, this whole... There was the number one defensive team last year, and you're going to add back 2 people who aren't great defenders. That means your defense rate is going down. So you're going to be giving up more points.
Okay.
You have trouble scoring points already, and you're going to add another person who needs the ball in their hands to score. Like, I'm saying all this to say, not that they won't be a good team, but it's going to take some time for them to catch their rhythm.
Okay.
So they're going to start slow, get hot late to be the 4 seed.
Okay.
Because the other 3 teams ahead of them will start fast.
All right.
Toronto's starting fast.
Toronto starting
3 seed.
fast. Okay.
Because they already know the hierarchy. It's the same as last year, except our number 1 guy is better than it was the year before.
Okay.
Give the ball to Kawhi Leonard and get out of my way.
Number
And
1 out.
pray to God that nobody tells a joke. Pray
Okay.
to God that nobody tells a joke.
All right. So then we got that. I mean, there's nothing really. I mean, Kyle Lowry.
I mean, they're still really deep team. Kyle Lowry. This is the last good year of Kyle Lowry's career.
Right.
They got a new coach, so that's why they're not the 1 seed this year. They're the 3 seed.
And they're not their kryptonite is in the other conference. So
I mean, he wasn't their kryptonite in the regular season. I mean, they beat Cleveland pretty bad last year.
In the regular season.
Yeah, until Cleveland decided that they wanted to play.
Right. Right. Their kryptonite is gone. So
Right, but I'm saying
they could actually make a run.
2 losses in the regular season. We talking about regular season here.
Right.
Number 2 seed, 76ers.
Okay.
Now, the process might be a little bit on the fritz right now.
Right.
Because they struck out on everybody. But Wilson Chandler is a pretty good pickup. Ben Simmons says he can shoot. I'll believe him when I see it.
I saw a video of him shooting. I mean, they went in.
I mean, but that form does not scream sustainability.
Yeah.
Markelle Fultz is definitely a breakout candidate.
Mm-hmm.
Embiid's going to win Defensive Player of the Year because I think they're going to lock people up. Because Markelle Fultz, great defender.
He's long.
He's going to be a great defender.
That's a long one.
Him with Ben Simmons and Embiid and insert wing players.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could put T.J. McConnell, who's a scrappy on-the-ball point guard.
Robert Covington.
Add Covington there, who's a first-team all-defensive guy. So I think they're going to be a really good defensive team. And then they're going to be able to squeak by. A lot of 92-85 games for them.
Okay.
Right? A lot of 98-94 wins for them.
And then the number one seed,
Milwaukee.
the Greek Freak.
I mean,
Not Milwaukee, the Greek Freak.
No, I mean, because you had like Chris Middleton can't ball. Chris Middleton can ball.
Chris Middleton can ball.
Right? they're just lounge.
Yeah,
I mean, they're just like Philly is long, but Milwaukee is just lounge.
I mean, Thon.
I mean, Eric Bledsoe.
If you're good, I mean, you
Malcolm
really you're gonna have
Brogdon.
some problems getting to the basket with Thon in there.
I mean, they just have arm length
Right.
that like you just not supposed to have.
Right. They are long as fuck. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I got Milwaukee as number one seed, man.
Okay.
I think Giannis is gonna ball, and everybody else is just gonna be loud.
Right. All right. So now
Let's go to the West.
on the West, 8 seed.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be really.
Yeah, because I mean, I have a couple predictions to make before the season starts, but the 8 seed will be the Portland Trailblazers.
The 8.
I'm assuming that Jimmy Butler will not be on Minnesota the full year.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota, if Jimmy Butler stays in Minnesota the whole year, Minnesota's gonna be a playoff team. Portland is the 8 seed. I mean, I love me some Dame Lillard. I've never 180 on a player as much as I 180 on Dame Lillard.
Mm-hmm.
I used to hate Damian Lillard. I used to think Damian Lillard was a garbage basketball player, and he proved me wrong. You know why he proved me wrong?
Why did he prove you?
Because he got better.
Lillard.
I mean, he got better.
What, this summer?
Damian Lillard got better. No, like I mean, I've been on the Dame train for like 2 years now.
Okay.
When he first got in the league, I was just like, yo, no, he's not it. Like he can score, but I mean, he's a defensive sieve or whatever, however you. I think it's sieve.
Sieve.
Like people who just like they just continue to give up points.
Oh.
I don't know
Okay.
how to say it, but
The defensive well.
right. I mean, CJ. I mean, they're gonna be able to get buckets.
Okay.
Zach Collins, person to look out for. I
Okay.
like Zach Collins a lot. I think Terry Stotts is a good coach. They're the 8 seed.
All right.
7 seed, Denver Nuggets.
Denver Nuggets.
The Denver Nuggets have the best collection of above average players I may have ever seen in my life.
Okay.
I mean, this just like Brian McKnight on top of Brian McKnight's on this team.
Well, he wasn't above average though. It just.
I mean,
his sales don't say that.
Exactly.
But
Like,
you
have a
know that
bunch
he's
of good
amazing. But Brian McKnight.
I mean, Nikola Jokic is amazing, but
Okay.
they're gonna be slightly above 500. Like this is not a 50-win team here.
Okay.
This is a 49-win team, but that's their ceiling for the like.
It's 49.
Like this team next year is gonna win 49 games, and then the year after that, once they sign everybody, they're still gonna win 49 games.
Okay.
Like they're just right there.
They just can't
They're
get
a
over
good
there.
team. I love Jamal Murray.
They can't just
Good
win one
player.
more.
Gary Harris, good. That's a good backcourt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got Millsap and Jokic, and then potentially Michael Porter Jr. at the 3 slot. I mean, that's a good team.
Oh, we forgot Rookie of the Year.
Oh, what? That's easy. Luka Doncic.
To me.
I mean, I'm not a DeAndre Ayton fan. I don't think Marvin Bagley's going to win 18 games this year.
I think Tyler would make a run for it.
I think Colin make a run for it too. That's actually my pick, but if I'm being real, like it's Luka.
Okay. Well, I'll stick with Colin Sexton.
I mean, if they win more than 14 games, Trae Young should get Rookie of the Year because they're going to be bad this year. Boy, they're going to be bad.
Okay.
Where's that? 7 seed, Denver Nuggets.
All right. 6.
6 seed, New Orleans Pelicans.
Really? Who did they pick up in the offseason?
Julius Randle. But Anthony Davis wants to show everybody that he's the best player in the world. And he's
Okay.
going to get rewarded by showing people that. By being teamed up with the best player in the world next year.
Okay.
Anthony Davis will be a Los Angeles Laker next year.
Okay. Wow. That'll be some shit.
Yep.
Okay.
So just I'm not going to say book it, like I did with the Jimmy Butler Kyrie thing, because I missed on that one.
Well, you still got a summer.
No, because Kyrie said he's going to resign in Boston.
He said he plans to resign.
Right. I know, but I'm just saying, as of right now, it's not looking good.
Right.
For the book it pick.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to book that one, but I think that he's going to be a Los Angeles Lakers because you're going to see why.
Okay.
New Orleans Pelicans 6 seed. Anthony Davis is a monster, and everybody else is just going to take up space. 5 seed Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yep, I picked that one. I just don't see them doing any better than the 5 seed.
I mean, the Thunder have potential.
I mean,
they do. I like the Thunder a lot.
We've always liked the Thunder, but it just never quite worked out.
No, I'm skipping one. Yeah, I'm skipping one.
Mm-mm.
No, 4
No.
seed. They're the 5 seed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 seed Utah Jazz.
Really? You did okay.
Utah Jazz is 4 seed this year.
Don Mitchell will be leading that squad.
Donovan. I mean, Donovan and just great coaching. Like, Quinn Snyder will win 2 playoff games off of scheme.
Are they the Spurs that are going to make the playoffs?
As long as Donovan Mitchell there, like I don't see the Utah Jazz not making the playoffs.
Right, I'm saying they're the Spurs that are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah. 3 seed.
Because they play good basketball up there.
3
up there in
seed.
Utah.
Los Angeles Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, need I say more?
I mean, LeBron James. All right. 2 seed Houston Rockets.
Golden State Warriors.
Really?
Because there they have to actually try in their division.
Because they have LeBron there.
Right. I mean, the Clippers are there, but like, who cares about the Clippers?
All right.
And Phoenix is there. Like,
But
they don't have a GM right now.
So they played 4 times this year?
Right. They played the Kings and the Suns a combined 8 times this year. That's 8-0.
Right.
Before we even get started.
Right.
They already have 8 wins in the books. They're the 2 seed because they don't care about the regular season. Once the bookie comes back, it's going to take them a while to get going after the All-Star break.
Okay.
1 seed Houston Rockets because they care about getting the 1 seed.
Okay.
I mean, nothing else matters to them other than getting the 1 seed.
Getting the 1 seed. Huh. All right. You say you were going to do it with finals predictions. Come on. Throw it. Warriors versus...
I don't think the Warriors make it this year.
I think the Warriors make it this year.
Nope. Making his 9th consecutive trip to the NBA Finals.
You think the Lakers are making it?
The Lakers are going to go to the finals this year.
Against?
The Boston Celtics.
Okay.
And the Boston Celtics will not win the NBA. I'm joking. Okay, the Warriors are going to be back in the finals. Let's just stop with the fables.
Thank you.
76ers.
Oh, that was my pick. Warriors 76ers.
And I got that, a barn burner. I don't think they can do anything with Embiid. I think Embiid is going to expose Boogie in levels that he's never been exposed for in his life.
Okay.
Like, I think Boogie's going to go to therapy after this.
But you think Warriors in 6 or 7?
Warriors in 5. Warriors in 5, 3-peat. And, yeah.
You don't think that Ben and Joel are going to will them to 2?
Nope. Because remember when people saying now, oh, Ben Simmons can shoot. Yeah, okay. Steph Curry can shoot.
We've seen that for the past few years now.
Right. Ben Simmons can't shoot.
Okay.
He can't. He just can't. And that's okay. You know what else is okay? That's just not okay. I shouldn't have said that.
What?
Ronaldo not raping nobody. He's not. Okay.
Come on.
Somebody has accused Cristiano Ronaldo of raping them in 2009.
Uh-huh. I think it was a model or something.
This woman is lying out of her behind.
How do you know this?
Have you seen Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah.
Do it look like he need to force himself on women?
No.
Exactly.
That
So
doesn't mean
what
it
makes
doesn't
you so
happen.
special, model woman?
That doesn't mean
That
it
he
doesn't
has.
happen.
What makes this model so special? That the guy who can walk in the building and get every straight man to get want to force himself on you, Miss Model.
I mean, what if she didn't want her?
There are straight men out there who would literally do whatever it takes to lick his balls.
I mean,
Eddie, am I lying?
I'm pretty sure you're not. But what
Come
if
on,
she?
dog.
What if,
No. There's a. What do I always talk about? I always talk about standards.
Mm-hmm.
I always talk about standards.
Mm-hmm.
There is a standard that has been set here. And when she reached that standard of just physical lottery hitting,
Mm-hmm.
which is what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said that in referring to Cristiano Ronaldo.
Uh-huh.
That is a physical Mega Millions jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Okay.
no, sir.
Okay.
I don't know who this woman is, but she's a liar.
All right.
Do you think Ronaldo did it? Do you
Let it
think
play
that
it
he did it? It's a yes or no.
Right.
It's an opinion. It's unprofessional.
Do I think that? I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
We haven't been on here 2 hours for you to say I don't know now.
I don't know though.
No, do you think that he did?
I need evidence. Is what I'm saying. Because me personally, I would not think that he would need to do that for the very same reason that you just said.
Come on, dog.
I mean, you just gonna throw your shoes at my TV like that?
Come on, dog. Come on, you know better.
But I need an apology.
I'll say you know better.
But I need an apology.
This is not unapologetic opinion.
I need an apology. You just
I was unprofessional in that moment.
You just threw your paper at my TV.
I wasn't trying to throw it at
Say
that.
sorry.
No. Cristiano Ronaldo not raping nobody. No. He's not. There is nothing that anyone can say. You can give me a DNA evidence from this woman's vagina, and they can have Cristiano Ronaldo's DNA in it. Cristiano Ronaldo could tell me to my face that he did it, and I wouldn't believe it.
Wow.
There's no way.
He's being cynical, y'all, by the way.
No way.
He's totally joking.
No, I'm not. That was not a joke. There is nothing that anyone can say to tell me that Cristiano Ronaldo is to the point where he's forcing himself on women.
I mean, it sounded like what happened from the story. Maybe it started out consensual, and then she said, "Nah, stop," and then he didn't. He didn't keep going. He kept going. Maybe it started out consensual.
That was too easy. I had a joke, but I'm gonna refrain from telling it.
I mean that you act like that's not a very real situation. Look,
It's not real for Ronaldo. It's not, because there's
so real.
There's no woman alive that would have Ronaldo in her sights, have her right there on the chopping block. And she gonna be like, "Oh no, wait, this ain't right." What?
I don't believe that at all,
sir.
I don't believe that at all. Straight up,
sir.
What
happened?
What
will possibly happen for her to do that when you have Ronaldo on the chopping block?
I don't fucking know because I'm not her.
But this is unprofessional opinion.
Okay,
We're not any of these people that we just talked about.
right. So you're asking what would happen where
what comes up where you just like, I was getting ready to do this and then now to Ronaldo, what, his abs were too perfect? What
I don't know.
I'm asking. I'm just saying, let's come with some suggestions. I want to believe this woman, but I can't. She's telling a fairy tale.
Maybe she just didn't like him as a
False.
person.
No. Too late.
Maybe he started getting all creepy and shit when he got in the bedroom.
It's Ronaldo.
And she
Ronaldo.
was just like, okay, like, you were really great to look at, you were great in the club, you were great out in public, and now the person that you are right now in private is a totally different person. I'm not really feeling it. I would like to leave. And nah.
But after you got naked though, right? Because you said at some point it was consensual.
I don't. Yeah.
So
Maybe
that at some point, you saw what everybody else saw.
Right. And then
all of a sudden, you just didn't want to see it no more?
At that point,
No,
you
sir.
saw something that
No,
nobody
sir.
else saw.
No, sir.
And you weren't with it.
No, sir.
And then you wanted to get out of there.
Messy, you'd have a point.
And then
If this
it
was
was
Lionel
it.
Messi, you have a point.
And then that was it.
I would even give you Neymar.
So yeah.
I'll give you Neymar. I'll concede Neymar.
I'm not conceding at this point.
No, I'm just saying, if this was Messi, you would have. I would believe you.
Okay.
I would believe her.
Okay.
If this is Neymar, I would believe.
Okay.
But not with all.
Okay. Whatever. I think that's what happened. But I mean, hey, they said that they got like a shit ton of files and records about all this shit. We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, I already know how it plays out.
All right. I ain't got nothing else to say. We got more topics. I'm
trying to think of which one I want to do last. I don't want to talk about both of these topics, but I want to talk about one of them. Let's talk about semi-fake meat for a second.
GMO?
No.
Like lab-grown meat.
Lab-grown meat is real.
Yeah.
Now, this is what I don't get about this. So, the way that this is happening, folks, is they're taking cells from the animals, individual cells, and they're making them into chicken nuggets.
Okay.
I mean, this woman ate a chicken nugget, and the chicken that the chicken nugget came from is still alive. It's great, right? I mean, like for the animal rights people, it's wonderful.
You would think
right?
so.
How do you turn a cell that's microscopic into a 10-piece chicken nugget?
Do a 10-piece with honey
You
mustard.
got to put all type of stuff that's not natural into that thing.
Yeah, to speed up the growth process, I'm assuming, yeah.
How is that any better? How is that any better than what's already happening?
I wouldn't think that it is any better at all.
Like, that's still meat.
Yeah.
It's just very abnormally formed meat.
Right.
And she was trying to convince me that it tasted just like a chicken nugget. No, it didn't. Because the chicken is still alive. There's not the dead, I have to wash off the blood of this chicken to make this chicken nugget.
You need that?
I mean, I'm not going to eat. I mean, how do you eat an animal that's still alive? That's worse than eating it when it's dead.
I mean, what?
What are you talking about?
So you have to have the satisfaction of knowing that this animal died to eat it?
No, it's not the satisfaction. It's that this is a fully grown chicken. This chicken has gone through the circle of life and has ended on my plate. That's where your circle stops.
You need that satisfaction?
No, I'm saying that what you have to put into that to where once it gets on my plate, the circle of life has continued, is way worse than the circle of life ending on my plate.
Okay, yeah, I can agree with that point.
So
that one.
Think about where this is going to go, though. Who is going to be eating fake lab-grown meat? They're going to send it to the kids that ain't got no food.
Okay.
The Africans, the people in the poor countries. I mean, that's what you're trying to do, right? I mean, it's a noble thing, except you pumping that with steroids. We going to have little poor African kids that can bench press 350. And now we going to have Wakanda for real.
What? I mean, I personally don't see a problem with that. I mean, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I mean, hey, they bench press at 350.
You be Killmonger if you want to.
I mean, hey.
I just think people need to watch out, man. Like that's when technology starts to get scary for me.
I feel you on that point. I mean, that is some crazy shit.
Like, dog, before you know it, they're gonna be 3D printing chickens, and then they're gonna take the cell out the 3D cell. You gonna be eating 3D chicken nuggets.
I mean, hey.
From a fake chicken.
From a fake chicken. From a fake chicken.
Dog.
Fake chicken.
That chicken didn't come from no egg, came from a Xerox. Get out of my face.
Wow. Hey, you got anything else? I ain't got nothing.
Nah, man.
That's a good podcast. That was a good show.
This is Unprofessional Opinion.
This is Unprofessional Opinion.
I'm JC.
And I'm AJ.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all, man. Catch y'all on the block.